Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Wednesday, August the 16th, 2023. Today we're pulling from the Astrology Answers Tarot cards. We start off with the Ten of Cups, unconditional love. So you may be seeing like blessing after blessing, but also a time of peace and harmony where everything is content. I was talking about like how I was worried about how my children would turn out, because they're going down this path. And it's just like, like I told them, like, what you make of your life is what you put into it. You can't expect me to carry you the rest of your life because it's just like, how am I supposed to live out your dreams and passions when I'm living out mine? You know what I mean? So it's just like, you have to, hold yourself accountable. Like, I don't want you to sit there when you get older and be like, I should have put my time and energy and then, but you see that, I see that change and transformation. So it's just like, you know what I mean? This time of peace and contentment, being grateful for that, for all the blessings that are coming in. I see like this elevated state, like taking the higher ground, but I feel like in like shadow side where it's like for some of us that drink moon water or healers, or you're just living in your higher self. It's just like, maybe you have been feeling that anxiety. Maybe you have been feeling like, those emotions and stuff because like, you know what I mean? I always feel some sort of way, but it's just like, make sure that you, do some sort of meditation. Do some Reiki healing beforehand. Just like pluck all that negative energy out of you. Ella is great. She's on TikTok. I believe she has her YouTube linked in there because it's spelled, her name is spelled different on YouTube. But it's on TikTok. It's a seedling. Then it's ELLA, and then it's the third eye, and she does energy plucking. I really like her. She's Australian. She has like this purple blue hair right now. The only reason I say that is so like who exactly I'm talking about. So go follow her. She's amazing. She's also on here. She does shorts and she does longer videos, but she's absolutely amazing. And trust me, like you will tip her because she's just that good. You will feel the change in you. Like, you know what I mean? Like anytime I have a second, I'm scrolling through TikTok, she's there. I'm like, yep, even if I have to pause the video and do something that I'm doing at that time, I'll sit there and go right back to it just to get it. Or even before I go to sleep and she comes in my feed, I'll purposely look for her sometimes just because I need it, And if you follow my channel, you will see the cards that I posted early in the morning today. You will see, well, technically Monday morning because I film ahead of time. Especially with this new moon and this retrograde coming up on the 24th. They were showing that our third chakra, our crown chakra, is is blocked. So it's just like sitting there and doing things to clear that, you know what I mean? Maybe you may feel like you're thinking too much. Maybe like, you know what I mean? We did see like there was a lift in that because they were saying like anxiety. And I definitely felt like that pressure, like, where I get anxiety attacks, but I had nothing to be anxious over. So I'm like, okay, this is something to deal with something else. Maybe someone that I'm connected to is going through something. So it was just like, breathing through it and just being like, okay, like, I don't feel like this is for myself. I'm absorbing someone else's energy. You know what I mean? Or someone I'm connected to is going through this. So I'm just going to be calm and you know what I mean? Like help guide them through it in sort of way. So I feel like I go through it beforehand and then it's just like, help them through it, but it's just like do a meditation to sit there and ground your, like synchronize your chakras. Ella does that. She transmutes the energy. So it's just like putting in a positive way, like, doing a fresh start. So that way, as you go through retrograde, you can, have a balanced way through it. Drink your water, please. Please, please, please drink your water. It's very important that you stay hydrated. I feel like, yeah, it's really, especially the summer treats, like slushies and all that good stuff. But make sure you're drinking your water. Even if you're drinking iced coffee, make sure you have like a bottle of water with you. You don't drink both of them at the same time, But I feel like with the Devil and with the Ten of Swords, it's like changing the way that we react to things. Like on, was it Friday? My son was pouring a glass of milk. He wasn't hanging on to the bag, like, because in Canada we have bags. So he didn't hang on to the top of it. It flopped over. It spilled everywhere. He so happened to have the drawer open to all the utensils and it went all over everything. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, I'm not going to react to this. I just sat there, ran the freaking sink and just dumped everything. I took everything out of the utensil drawer and just was like, all right, everything's getting a bath. I cleaned out the utensil drawer and I was like, I do this all the time anyway. What's the big deal, Utensil drawer gets a little dirty. You just take the divider out, wash it, but I was just like, whatever, what can I do? you know? So I just took everything out and I said, next time, can you please hang on? You know what I mean? It's like, I could either react in a negative way and give myself some heart palpitations. I always tell them that when they piss me off. Give me heart palpitations. But it's just like, I could lose my temper, or I could just be like, okay, next time, like, you know what to do. Like, you're old enough to realize what you need to do. You realize you goofed up. Just do better next time. You know what I mean? So I just was like, ugh, why even argue about it? You know what I mean? Just sit there and just dump it all in the sink, run the water, wash everything, put it on towels and let it dry, you know, on the dish towels. And I'm like, whatever, you know? It's like, Shabbat was about to start. What am I going to do? Scold him? So we have this Ace of Pentacles, a brand new opportunity. So this is like a chance to transmute that energy. I was literally talking to someone that's part of the Soul Tribe. She's a friend of mine. You know, we've become friends. You know, and she was talking about a situation. And I said, I could relate to this because I went through this as a child. I understand what you're going through. I said, but the thing is, it's like, you know, I have such hatred for this person. I said, but that is actually, you know, wasting my energy on this. You know what I mean? It's wasting my energy on this situation. It's done. You know what I mean? When something happens, it happens. I pray to God that that person is changed, that they were like, I almost lost my life and freedom because of it. So let's change. Let's not do that anymore. You know, someone that professes to be a person of God, but, you know, it's all a front. But you know what I mean? But it's like, hopefully, you know, that moment touched his soul. It's like, okay, I'm obviously not doing the right thing. And he struggled with it, you know, doing the right thing. So it's just like, you know, you're doing something bad. Let's change that. Let's break that generational curse. You know what I mean? But he was too weak to do it. Well, maybe he's changed. I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I don't care. But the thing is, it's just like, you know, that's what I tell her. I was like, you know, let's pray. Like, you know, we commit sins every day. Everybody does. You know what I mean? But they're little sins. Like, they're like little sins. You know what I mean? But then there's sins. You know what I mean? And that's what these two individuals have, sins. You know what I mean? And I'm like, they will answer for one day. You know, we don't rejoice that they get punished for it, but they will, you know. But let's hope if they're not being punished for it, they've changed. And hopefully they can change for the better and make the world a better place now, you know. So, you know, that's what I was telling her. I'm like, stop wasting your energy on it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we both know what they know what they did. You know what I mean? So, you know, sometimes you sit there and you're like, how come, you know, this and that? And it's like, don't think like that. When it happens, don't celebrate either, because that could easily turn back on you, you know? That's why I love the fact that the star is here. I love the fact of the Four of Swords, this rest and rejuvenation. You know, I also feel like, you know, answered manifestations. I keep seeing dreams come true. Dreams come true. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are saying with that Lionsgate portal, people that probably did manifestations. I usually do mine during Hanukkah. I definitely will do it during Rosh Hashanah. You know, we have the time to sit there. I'm going to write down what my wishes are this year. I forgot to do it last year. But a time to sit there and take the opportunity to better ourselves. But it's just like, we don't have to wait for certain days of the year for that to happen. It's like every day in every way, even in the second, if there's something you want to change, let's wipe the slate clean. It is what it is. And let's move forward in a positive way and make those changes that we want to see coming. Like, one thing I was talking about on TikTok is like, you know, opportunities come to us. And some people will sit there and it's like, well, you sat there and, like, in my situation, I want more income. Well, how am I going to do that? By working some more. You know what I mean? Well, of course, the universe blesses me with readings at the same time. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, okay, they know I can handle it. You know what I mean? But it's just like, you know, it's just, I feel like it's the opportunity that the hours are there. So I feel like that's an opportunity for me to make more money. So am I going to sit there and complain that I have to sit there and work for those hours to gain that money? Well, everybody has to work. Some of us have to work a little harder than others. You know what I mean? Some people will sit there and try to dismiss that. Oh, that's not a blessing. That's just, you know, you working more hours. To me, it's an opportunity given that I could take or I cannot take. I can either sit there and complain about it, or I could sit there and do something about it. I like to spend money. I'll be 100%. I'm that person. But I am not afraid to work for it. So I'm smart where I pay my bills. And if I want extra treats, I know it's Halloween season. So Christmas is coming up as well. So it's just like, you know what? I want that bag. I'm going to have to work for it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's how you embrace life, how you take opportunities of things. You know, we can't just expect the universe to sit there and hand it to us. We have to put the work in. We have to do the things to get to that point. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's where they're talking about rest and rejuvenation is like high holidays for a lot of us, where it's just like everything's in a content place, blessings, manifestations, dreams come true. What, you know, that's humongous, you know, and I, you know, with no harm to none, it's like, I pray that happens to everybody that wants that dream to come true. Who wouldn't want that, you know? That's where I feel like the high priestess, being patient as these things happen. With this crescent moon after the new moon, it's just like, you know, we're headed towards this time of where things may slow down a little bit, which is totally fine. You know what I mean? But it's like, use that time to rest and rejuvenate, because I don't feel like it's going to last that long. I feel like, you know, if September 18th is the date they're showing, and then it's going to keep going. You know what I mean? And it's like, they're saying this December 23rd. So it's just like, get used to that. Like, you know what I mean? Getting that time in there. Work as much as you can if you're like myself, trying to make that bag. And then it's just like, you know, rest, woosah, relax, you know? So I feel like that's what they're saying here. It's just like, you will see things big and small. Don't matter if it's trivial or not. Sit there and take it as the opportunity that it is, and be grateful for all that has, that will, and that has, that will, and will be, you know, that is coming into your life, you know? It's just like, pay attention to your For You page. What are they trying to tell you? What are they trying to communicate with you? Dreams come true, you know? Things that you've been manifesting are coming in. Be grateful for every single opportunity, and hold that gate open for everybody else to come in. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's how I started growing even more. Someone sat there and made a video. Hey, you want to grow your channel? Start posting your TikToks on YouTube. You know, that's when I started getting more attention and more people coming to me and more readings, is because they you know, it's just not daily cards. That doesn't resonate with everybody. I'm like, what a great way to share things that touch me and resonate with me with everybody else. And it's like, hey, maybe this may resonate with you, you know? So it's just like, you know, what an opportunity to share it. That's why I share other healers. It's like, you know what? She's amazing, Ella. You know, once you see her and are in her energy, she also does personal healings, I believe. I know she's a student as well. So you would have to go on her Linktree or her bio, or I think she has a Linktree. I believe she does. Yes, she does, because I tipped her on it. So it's just like, you know what I mean? She's that good. Like, you will like her a lot. And if she doesn't resonate with you, that's totally fine. Look up another. There's so many healers on. It's just like, whoever resonates with you. You know what I mean? They've come into your life for a reason, you know, to share that experience with you. I'm really intrigued. You know, it's something I would like to do for myself. Learn that, you know what I mean? Maybe that's where that rest and rejuvenation comes in. They were talking about that with the downtime, this blessing of time. You know, you're going to sit there and put it into other avenues. So take it as an opportunity to sit there and grow from that, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Wednesday, August the 16th, 2023. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.